All right, everyone. My name is Caroline Farrell. This is Yin Yoga, and tonight we're really going to be focusing on the spine, especially the middle back. So to start, you don't need any props for the practice, but I will offer some postures where you're welcome to use props if you'd like. Should you want props, a blanket, that doesn't need to be fancy, just a regular blanket that you can fold, a bolster or a couch cushion or 2 bed pillows will work. And then option to use a block or a textbook. Again, you're not going to need this, but there may be a couple of times where you want additional support, and something of this nature will be helpful. So if you know your hips and you know your back or hamstrings are tight, I'm going to encourage you to take your folded blanket, make sure that it's evenly folded, and you can just gently elevate your seat on that blanket. And then you'll come to a comfortable cross-legged seat for our opening meditation. Most of us have a leg that we habitually put in front. So I'm going to invite you to switch the leg. So it's the leg that's normally crossed behind you. And then you'll place your palms face up on the knees. It might feel good to take a couple really deep shoulder rolls. Allow the shoulders to fall down the back. And the chin towards the chest, not all the way, just very subtly, and think about going a little taller through the front of the head. Eyes can fall shut as you start to bring your awareness to the breath. I'm just going to invite you to take a couple really natural breaths to begin here. Breathing in through the nose or mouth, breathing out through the nose or mouth. The only thing I'm going to ask you to be intentional about here is that you keep your breaths connected. So what does that mean? What that means is, as soon as you notice that you're no longer inhaling, start to exhale. As soon as you notice that you're no longer exhaling, take your inhale. So we're trying to avoid any long pauses between inhales and exhales. Maybe you think about making your breaths a little bigger, but keeping them nice and easy. If you're feeling like your energy is really charged, you can think about making your exhales just a little bit longer than the inhales. Otherwise, try to keep the length of the inhales and exhales relatively the same. Try not to force the breath, rather just allow the body to come with the breath and gently let that go. I now invite you just to broaden your attention. Start to feel into the body, noticing places where the body feels really sweet tonight. If there are places where the body feels tense or otherwise doesn't feel great, notice them, but try not to judge. Try not to judge those places. Try not to judge yourself. Simply just take stock. And as you come across places of tension or restriction, as you breathe in, visualize that place just opening up a little. And as you breathe out, visualize a softening where you've identified restriction. Taking a moment just to notice a little more broadly whether there are sounds. You might notice the sound of my voice or the music. There may be ambient noise where you are, or less subtle noises. So we can use the breath, we can use the felt sensations of the body, sounds or smells around us to help keep us grounded in the present moment. You start to notice your mind wandering away from things happening right here, right now. Simply bring the attention back to the breath. Try not to judge yourself for letting the mind wander. That's totally natural, and the magic of meditation is in realizing and coming back to the present. As you engage with the present moment this way, it's totally natural for thoughts to pop into the mind. And you allow them to go just as freely as they've come in. And as we take just a few more breaths here, I invite you to call to mind something that you're grateful for this evening. And if that feels challenging, you're welcome just to call to mind something that didn't go poorly. Bonus points if you can call to mind something that didn't go wrong that you had worried would go wrong. You exhale, just let your body get a little softer. If you'd like to set an intention or dedication for your practice this evening, you're welcome to do that here. It can be as simple as just identifying a quality of being that you'd like to embody for the evening or the week ahead. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh that breath out through the mouth. Gently blink the eyes open. And then as you're ready, allow the left ear to fall to the left shoulder. You can extend your right arm down and just gently press the right hand into the mat. Maybe you draw your chin ever so slightly up to the chest. Allow the left shoulder to be heavy here as well. Just starting to open up through the right side of the neck here. Taking just a few more breaths like this. Easy, gentle breaths here. When you're ready, your left hand will slowly help to guide the head up. Left ear will fall, right ear will fall to right shoulder. You can gently press through your left hand. Right palm can come face up onto the knee. Let the right shoulder soften as well. Maybe you lift your chin ever so slightly towards the ceiling to find a little more sensation down the left side of your neck. More super easy breaths. Each exhale, let the left shoulder get heavier and heavier. And when you're ready, right hand will help to guide the head back up. Maybe you take just a couple more shoulder rolls. And then we're gonna make our way onto our belly. So you need absolutely no props for this next pose. Maybe you keep a blanket nearby if you want to pad your shoulder, but you probably are not gonna need it. So just keep it off to the side. We're gonna.
Sorry, I have a question. Are we supposed to be hearing music?
Do you not hear it?
No, not anymore.
Okay, let me unshare it and then I'll share it again. In the meantime, go ahead and come to the belly. This is so odd. I'm sorry about this, guys. So as you come to your belly, you're gonna take your right arm out so it's like perpendicular to your body, and you'll place your right hand on the floor at the same height as your right shoulder. So it's almost like you're creating a half a T shape. Okay, I'm trying this again. Can you hear that? Say yes or no.
Yeah.
You can?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can hear both you and the music.
Okay, this is so bizarre. I won't tell you my back end technical difficulties, but nothing about this is making sense to me. I'm sorry. Okay, so with your right arm extended, you're gonna now bend the left elbow and place the left hand on the mat right next to, right below the left shoulder. And then you're gonna press through that left arm so much that you start to roll onto your right side. Bend your left knee and place your left foot on the mat right behind you. So you're starting to open up to the front side of the right shoulder, as well as starting to find a twist in your thoracic spine. Depending on how much sensation you want in the right shoulder, you can squeeze your left hand in from now to the small of the back. You can let the left knee start to fall open even more towards the left, increasing the pressure in the right shoulder should you want that. And flattening out, allowing the shoulders to get softer and heavier. Here for about 5 more breaths. Think about breathing into the belly. Keep it nice and easy. And then when you're ready to come out, and you probably still have a few more breaths, you're just going to come onto the belly. Other cheek will come to the mat, and you'll take a moment to let both arms just be long by your side. Without sending the breath underneath the shoulder blades, down into the low ribs. In between postures, we normally spend about a minute in stillness in a more neutral position, allowing the body to rebound. A couple more breaths here, if you are. And then when you're ready to move to the other side, left arm will lengthen. Again, left hand will be up at about the height of the left shoulder. Bend your right elbow, press into your right hand. Start to roll over onto your left side. You'll bend your right leg, place the right foot behind the left knee. Right hand can come to the small of the back.
might feel good to rock the low back side to side, ever so slightly. When you're ready, bring yourself up. We're going to come into a wide-legged child's pose with a bit of a twist next. If your knees are sensitive, you're welcome to pad the knees on a blanket. Fold your blanket so it's wider than the width of the mat, or lay the blanket the long way, extending the width of the mat. You'll open your knees at least as wide as the mat. Maybe you go wider, and we'll simply start by coming forward to the base of wide-legged child's pose. Allow the spine to lengthen, the heart space, the forehead, the elbows and forearms to be heavy here. Spend about 90 seconds like this before adding in the twist. We allow the breath to make its way down the back of your body. And feel the low ribs widening away from each other. Here. Walk the hands back just a touch, and then the right arm is going to spread under the right cheek, the right shoulder, the right temple down to the mat. Extend the left arm, maybe gently press into the left arm without drawing it back. Your right hand. And let everything back. We don't want to react to that sensation. We're back out of the posture unless the sensation is left. Not discomfort, but notice the sensations as they arise. soften to them. Work on holding stillness. As you do so, can you be more casual with the mind? Can you find more ease in the breath? Just a few more breaths like this. Long, slow, easy breath. When you're ready to come out, you'll press into the left hand, extend the right, and you're going to extend the left arm, threading that arm under the body, and you'll come down to the left temple, let the left hip, the right forearm get a little heavier. We'll take just a handful of breaths more here. And then when you're ready to come out, again, press into the right arm, extend the left arm, and you're just gonna come onto your belly. Press into the knees, straighten the legs, lower yourself down. Legs extend behind you. Let the front of the pelvis be heavy. You can stack your palms this time and just let the forehead come down to the stack of the palms. Allow yourself to be still here. And then friends, moving nothing but the right knee, lift the right knee up so it comes up to the height of the right hip, and then reach that knee away from you. Your shin is going to be roughly parallel to the long edge of the mat. Your quad is more or less perpendicular with the mat. And the more you reach that knee away, the more you'll feel just a subtle inner thigh groin stretch. So this is half frog. We're not going to be here for very long. Just allow the front side of the pelvis on the right to get nice and heavy as you hold this. Relax the right leg, relax the right foot. Just a few more breaths here. And then you're going to stay exactly as you are in the lower body. So keep that right knee out at the height of the right hip. You're going to thread the left arm under. So this is going to be a little weird. You're going to thread the left arm under and nuzzle your left shoulder towards the long edge of the mat. And then you'll reach the right arm up and over. You can allow the right knee to lift, and you'll come into a twist on your back. If the right knee is lifted, you can put a blanket or a block or a cushion underneath it, but there's no need. That knee can just dangle in the air. Try to allow the right shoulder to come down as close to the mat as you can. Maybe you send your gaze off to the right, or maybe the gaze is just straight up to the ceiling. So we're in a spinal twist on our back. Right leg crosses over the body. The higher up that right knee lifts, the more you'll feel this higher in the spine. We'll take just another handful of breaths here. And when you're ready, right arm comes back over top. You extend the right leg and we come back to the belly. Keep the legs long, let the front side of the pelvis be heavy. Maybe you rock your hips gently side to side. And then when you're ready, you're gonna bring your left knee up. Again, that left knee will come up to about the hip, the height of the left hip. And then you wanna reach that knee away from you to deepen the stretch in the inner thigh up into the groin. You can settle back down. Allow the front side of the left hip to open here. When you're ready to come into the twist, keep the left knee as it is. First, just come up onto the forearm. Then the right arm is gonna thread under. Thread it under and send the right shoulder towards the long edge of the mat in front of you. And then when you're ready, left arm comes up and over. Let the left shoulder come down. Draw that left knee up a little higher to find some more twist in the middle spine. Gaze can go down the left arm or can be up to the ceiling. Let your breath be easy here. A few more breaths just like this. Keeping in mind that when you come out of this one, you're going to be rolling onto your back. You'll want to get there with as little movement as possible. When you're ready to come onto your back, I invite you to make your way so that your spine is long, your whole upper body is heavy on the mat. And then you're welcome to take the legs long, or if it would feel good to butterfly the legs, you can bring the soles of your feet together. Let them go fairly far away from the hips and just let the knees fall open. If that feels like too much, you can take blocks or blankets to the outsides of the knees, or you can just take the legs nice and long. And just allow yourself to find stillness. Each time you exhale, allow your tailbone to just get a little heavier. Relax through your glutes, relax through your belly. Allow the low spine to take on its natural curvature. And then, my friends, if your legs are bent, you're straightening them out. We're going to be coming into banana asana. The pose looks like it sounds. We're going to make a banana shape with our body. So the hips and pelvis stay exactly where they are, nice and heavy in the center of the mat. And then you're going to start to walk your feet over to the bottom left corner of the mat. Maybe they even come off to the side of the mat a little. Keeping the pelvis centered, you're going to do a little crunch up and take your upper torso over towards the direction of the top left corner of the mat. Keep the right side of the pelvis, the right shoulder heavy. Arms can come overhead. You're in a banana or a crescent moon shape. You want to bring the outer thigh into this a little more. You can cross your right ankle over your left. Keep that right hip nice and heavy. As you breathe in, you breathe space down the right side of the body. As you breathe out, that side of the body gets a little heavier. Start to straighten ourselves out. So bring the torso back in first, then straighten out the legs. Before you switch to the other side, I'll offer you the option of bending your knees, taking your feet wide, and just windshield wiping the legs side to side here. Let the knees fall to one side and then to the other, and then back to the other. And then when you're ready, legs will come long again. This time the left side of the body stays heavy as the feet walk over towards the bottom right corner of the mat. Left ankle can cross over right. Upper torso comes to top right side of mat. Left shoulder stays heavy. Arms can go overhead. Again, as you breathe in, you breathe space down the left side of the body. As you breathe out, that side of the body gets heavier. Taking just a few more breaths as you are here. And then when you're ready, start to straighten yourself out. Again, it may feel good to take the feet wide, bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs, side to side a few times in each direction before you take the legs back long again. We're coming into Savasana, our final relaxation pose. So take any gentle movements you need to take before heading there. You might feel called to hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side on the low back. If you are practicing near a wall, you're welcome to take your legs up the wall for Savasana, or elevate the legs on a bed or a couch, or even just on a pillow or bolster. And as you make your way into your final relaxation shape, let everything be easy. Allow your body to relax into the support of the mat and any props that you're using here. Allow your mind to relax and be casual. Let go of any control over the breath. Allow yourself to feel fully supported so you can rest completely here. Let us begin to come back into the body by deepening the breath. Start to wiggle fingers and toes. You can roll around the ankles and wrists. Maybe you even reach the arms overhead and give yourself a full body stretch. And when you're ready, you'll make your way onto one side of the body or the other, coming into a fetal position. Let the bottom arm cradle your head. And then with the other arm, begin to press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Try to use that arm and let the body be heavy as you come up. Eyes stay closed. Coming into a comfortable cross-legged seat, you can drape the wrists over the knees. Shoulders are soft. Just notice the energy about your body. Notice the quality of your breath, the quality of your mind. Bringing hands to meet in front of the heart, acknowledging any intention or dedication that you set at the beginning of practice. Similarly, if you'd like to set an intention for the rest of your evening or the week ahead, do that from your open heart. And then we'll close out in gratitude to this practice, and gratitude to the spaciousness and awareness that it helps to create, with a gentle bow forward. Namaste. Thank you, ladies, so much. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely evening. And I will not be here for the next 2 weeks. I will have subs. I'm going to go off the grid a little, and I'm not confident in the Wi-Fi. So better just to get a sub than take that risk.
Bye. Thank
You're welcome. Good night, ladies.
you. Bye.
You're welcome. Thank you.